Alright guys, today we are going to be building a $1 CS loadout that covers the main weapon skins you need to worry about. Now, it's rather fitting that I don't have a knife and glove right now because of course for a $1 budget, you're not going to be getting any of those and you're also not going to be getting any agents. So we're just going to lock in on weapon skins. For the USP, I think you should be taking a look at the 0 to 7. This in field test will run you about 16 cent. You can get it in battle scarred and save a couple of cent if you want to go high float and get that bronzy aspect, but I think overall for most people, field test is the sweet spot. And the Desert Eagle of choice, and you're going to be using this on both sides. This is the calligraphy, and this one is in battle scarred. It's 9 cent. You can see that it gets wear. But overall, for a 9 cent skin, I think it still looks kind of nice. You can see the graffiti coming through on it, and it's like this sort of mix of colors with how the wear looks. And then I'm actually quite a big fan of the rifle skins, because on the Emperor NS, you can get the Wash Me Please, and you can get it in minimal wear for 23 cent. It's worth noting, this is a pattern based skin. You can get a little bit of like the purple appearing in different areas, which is kind of cool, but there's not much overpay for a lot of them, so you can go find something that you like. And overall, I think this is actually a pretty sick Emperor NS skin. We do kind of get forced towards one option on the Emperor A4, and it is going to be the Polymag. But what I will say, you've got the 027 USP, you've got the calligraphy deagle. It all kind of fits into this sort of tanny brown theme early on, which may not be for everyone, but for $1 to still be able to somewhat theme it, that's kind of nice. And then ops are a little bit of a nightmare at this budget. I'm gonna have to suggest a Safari Mesh in field test. Now, I hate to admit, the Safari Mesh knives have grown on me a little bit recently with what you can do for them, but this in field test is going to be pretty much your only option. If you are an opper, you could consider getting rid of some of the other skins here to maybe go for a capillary, but your options are very light. So that is 5 of the 7 skins that you'll be able to buy in this loadout. The next one is this Glock 18 Winterize. Now, I've not necessarily gone for the absolute cheapest option every time. Sometimes you have to, but this one actually is the cheapest option on the Glock side of things. But what's funny is it's actually better looking visually than maybe 5 or 6 skins that are ahead of it in this budget area. So 9 cent for this in minimal wear is actually pretty nice. And then finally, the last one you're going to be picking up with your $1 budget is an AK-47 Polycam. This is field tested, and it's going to be the most expensive skin in here at 27 cent. But I actually think the wear doesn't look too bad on this because you've got a lot of grays already. And overall, I'm really happy this got added in with the armory pass because it does actually give us a pretty banging budget AK that we didn't have before. Now, you might be looking at this wondering, okay, that's 7 weapon skins, and it's going to come in exactly at $1, which is, there you go, pretty good. I'm not going over the value this time. And all these prices are from the 7th of March, if you're wondering. But if you're looking at me and saying, right, okay, I want to get a couple more weapons in, I'm happy to put a little bit more in, what could you look at? For the Mac 10, you could take a look at the light box. This in minimal wear will cost you 14 cent. Overall, this and the Ensnared, for example, are 2 really good value for money budget picks on the Mac 10 side of things. The MP9 actually has a handful of pretty nice skins, but I landed on the Black Sand this time. This is 10 cent in minimal wear. Now, I don't know if this is because I'm starting to appreciate those more like brownie tan skins a little bit more. Maybe it is because of that, but I actually think this is a very clean skin for the price. And then I've always been a fan of the P250 cassette. I think this is such a cool looking skin, and I could see a world and a different universe where this was somehow one of those P250 skins that cost hundreds to get, but 9 cent for it at minimum wear means you've got a banging budget option. I had to make sure I could sneak in a Scout skin because I know a lot of you guys like to play with it, even though I just hate using them, but 9 cent for minimum wear, you'll be able to get the mainframe here. There are a couple other Scout skins that you can get for a couple cent less if you want to, but I think overall the blue and the purple in this one looks better compared to those. And then finally, if you're on T side, you don't have enough for an AK, you still want to be able to run a nice little skin. I was torn between 2 or 3, but ultimately I went for the Cold Fusion. One, because it's 8 cent, which is actually really nice. It is also a pretty nice colorway as well, but it is also pattern based, so you can go and hunt a little bit and see if there's anything in particular that you like. It's not going to change too much, but you have that choice option, which is kind of nice. And that means with those additions, they cost 50 cent on the dot. So you'd be going to $1.50 loadout here, and that means you're covering your main 7 skins, which I always deem as being the USP, the Glock, the Deagle, and then both M4s, the AK, and the Op. And then you pick up your bonus guns, like your Mac 10 and MP9s for low buys, and then you've got like your Scout and your Gale for low buys as well. And that covers everything you really need to get started for $1.50. For a free-to-play game, that is pretty solid. Now, the next episode of the series is going to jump to $5, and then we'll continue to do it that way. I like refreshing this every now and then because I know we want to cater to every budget possible, but I'm going to end the waffling there. Actually, these navies look really nice on the Polycam, but with that aside, Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.